Alright, as I promised, I will make a video about triple buffering. Basically, you have to know this one thing where it's like, you have two buffers originally. Uh, there's so many things that I'm going to talk about. Starting off with triple buffering itself, basically you create another buffer. Like, the CPU is creating the frames. The GPU is handling them. I mean, the CPU has to do some work too, and it mostly does frame generation. Yeah. And the other frame generation that NVIDIA made, DLSS3, is basically like GPU. Like those frames are created by the GPU at that point. Like not just the CPU but the GPU too. That's why it's double the frames. But it's not always double because it doesn't use the GPU itself that much. It relies on tensor cores, which I thought it would rely on CUDA cores because that would be actually a better idea. CUDA cores are strong anyways, and they are for calculations that the GPU does at times. Like applying the frame, for example. And these aren't some simple tasks. So, I would like to see a CUDA core acceleration in that. Like, like instead the tensor core is just accelerating the frame generation of the GPU. Like the work that the GPU does on the CUDA cores instead. That would be ideal. But I'm no expert at knowing about CUDA cores. Yeah. So basically the GPU has two buffers only. With triple buffering, you get three buffers. So that means it's a smoother gameplay with a slight input lag increase. Yeah, FPS. Okay, about the FPS, it won't get higher because it's all about the yeah, that thing. Um, it's all about the input. Uh, yeah. Like, you basically create another rating section inside the GPU. So, yeah. But you can tell that this option is only for OpenGL applications. Well, there is another way to enable triple buffering for example DirectX games. Yeah, let me get myself back. Yeah. Uh, Why did this change? Okay, I have this issue in the NVIDIA control panel sometimes where either this thing turns off, this completely turns off. I set it to quality and it just sets it itself to off for no reason. Now this does it. Bruh, it was literally set to this. Maybe I did something. That's my bad. Okay, so I set it to on VSync to fast. Fast sync is basically triple buffering for DirectX games. It does the same thing as triple buffering. It is a smooth gameplay experience. About the input lag, it is still just slightly higher than than without it. Just a slight input, slightly higher input lag. Yeah. With VSync, it's more than that. Way more. So yeah. The ideal setting is fast sync for people that wanna have a smooth gameplay and really good input lag still. No VSync, only fast sync, and boom, you're done. Though CS:GO had this implementation, I don't know if this newer version of it, CS2, does. But I don't remember because I was inside of CS2. Now I don't remember if it has it, if it still has the option. If it still has it, it's good to turn it on if you want a smooth gameplay. Though, yeah, if you're someone, you know, for who the input lag is it matters. If you want the best input experience possible, no input delay at all. Okay, that's impossible. Yeah. Basically, damn. But yeah, back to the thing. If you're all about input delay and you want the best experience, no VSync at all, not even fast sync. If you are for all the inputs, the best one. Low, and I'm gonna say it again, low quality settings. It depends on the game, because if it's an Unreal Engine, for the view distance I recommend high, as I saw in people's videos. It's like setting up, I'm not joking, it's like setting up your Fortnite quality settings, and literally these are competitive settings, I'm telling you. Low quality on most of the things, but only the view distance that stays on high, at least, because on normal it ain't much. Normal or medium, whatever. But yeah, on epic, it's gonna hurt it, but you can set it up to epic actually. It's not that bad, but high is the minimum. Okay, I would actually say normal slash medium would be the minimum, and high would be the ideal, and epic is, well, if you want to. Yeah. And there are rare cases where games like Docker Desert Rally got it for free. It is still free. I would recommend getting it. It's a good game. Yeah. For example, that game uses cinematic settings from Unreal Engine 5 slash Unreal Engine 4, because Unreal Engine 4 has these settings too. It goes from low to cinematic, epic, and then cinematic, basically. Why doesn't Fortnite use it? It is already an intensive game on max settings, so yeah. Lumen is doing a good job. It's a hybrid configuration. Lumen is basically ray tracing and screen space. So yeah, ray traced and screen space. Back to the this thing. Fast sync is basically triple buffering, but for DirectX games. You can either turn on normal triple buffering too, which I actually have for OpenGL games. I have some games that use OpenGL, so yeah, I would need to use it. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering about the low latency mode setting. If you turn it off, your CPU will generate as much as possible, as many as many frames per second as possible, since you're not limiting it. With this, if you set it to on, uh, I don't know what's the number, but it will set it. It will limit the CPU's frame generation to that many, basically per second. Yeah. Mhm. Or any. I don't know. I don't know if it's a second at that point or millisecond. Yeah, but it's a second rather. But yeah. With this one I set it to a slight amount. Oh no, wait. Oh, nope. Setting it to 1, we set it to 1 frame per second generated. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, so on ultra it is the on ultra high. On ultra high it's the is the minimal. That's basically between 9 to 1. Because 0 is off. That's yeah. Yeah. Oof. Whatever. On Minecraft I tested this. On works like a charm. Ultra it's ultra is like really bad. I don't know why. Like it should be good. I swear it should be good. I think they need to update the works of ultra. Like no, the entire works of low latency mode. It sucks. It needs to be renewed because on should be like the minimal and ultra should be the one. Because, bro, it's ultra high. It's the best setting. No, it's in the other way around. You have to use on instead of ultra high because on has the best um, uh, like it's the best way to get more latency. I mean better latency. And even FPS. Weirdly enough. Also, I recommend enabling threaded optimization once you scroll down to the bottom on NVIDIA control panel. Like, yeah, if you scroll down on here, see, for me it's literally down here to nowhere. I recommend I recommend going from auto to on because I saw some better FPS results in Minecraft, for example. Yeah. Even on Roblox. Weird. And Forza Horizon 4 too. Cool. And on Forza Horizon it's not much. It's like 3 FPS maximum when boosting. When boosting FPS with this option. So yeah. Because auto on newer games, on any newer game, like any new game actually, yeah, it will set it to off. Weird. Once you set it to on, it's much better because you're using hyperthreading on your CPU, if correct. Either way, it boosts your FPS. Unless you're using emulators. On those, it's a bit of a problem. That's when you have to turn it off. Yeah. But, okay, yeah, I'm 100% sure they fixed this problem. But I feel like it's a forever problem unless they found another way, around it. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Yeah. So, again, this video is about triple buffering. Yeah. You can turn it on if you want the smoothest gameplay experience with a slight input lag. Though, you have to turn on both of those settings because you're probably playing OpenGL games and DirectX games. Yeah, you just don't know about it. That's why I recommend turning it on if you're not sure. Like, if you want to use it and you're not sure about, what, like, which API does the game use. So yeah, this is only for people that want a smooth gameplay and a slight input lag increase. Like, it's not a problem for them. Uh, for those that don't want, like, they already have a smooth gameplay experience. Good enough. they don't, they won't have the smoothest one though. I'm 100% sure. The double buffering is not much when it comes to smoothness. Though it's snappy, so yeah. So that's one thing though. And it has the best input uh, delay possible. Yeah. Uh, Basically that's it. Yeah. Oh yeah. In that case, turn it off for both. And instead, I recommend turning it to 3D application controlled. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's what, like, that's how it is. All that stuff. Yeah. Basically another buffer where the GPU could store that data. Like, it goes like this. It generates the frame, then it stores it, and then puts it into the final frame, the one that will show up on your monitor. Okay. Yeah. Um, while that, another frame is already waiting for it to be used, and another frame is being generated. Yeah, another one is being generated. Yeah. For double buffering, it's a faster process. GPU generates it, and it becomes the final frame, the one that shows up on your monitor. So why is why is it smoother? Because, well, there's a queue for it. That's why it's smoother. That's why there is a bit of input lag too. So yeah. Rather input delay in that case. Input lag is a bit different because that means your input is missing at times. So that's an input lag. On keyboards and mouses, that's a thing. Yeah, input lag can happen. It's like it's like you're pressing a key on your keyboard and it's not registering for that for one time, and for the other times it registers. That's how you can imagine the input lag. On GPUs to monitors, yeah, it can happen while sending the frames. So yeah. Yeah, okay. That's it now. Yeah. Okay, now y'all know a lot about this. And if you're still unsure about something, search it up. Search up what is triple buffering. On versus off. Get other people's experiences, read about it. Yeah. It's another good way of knowing about it. Yeah. Wow. Oh, also, I finally got the best performance out of my PC again. Yeah, now I'm doing better tests, and yeah. But as always, if there are, let's say, better options to get, better FPS, then yeah. Though before I end the video, let me talk about this. You know about my settings. It's about quality, only that. The FPS will come at random. Yeah. Hmm. I'm all about quality. Hmm. But I like the the worst quality side of things too. So yeah. Hmm. But I'm gonna tell you all something. Hmm. Turning all of these options that, for example, could boost your performance or worsen it if you put it to the lowest or off or anything like that. Hmm. You know, yeah. Mhm. Uh, it won't change your FPS a lot in most modern games. Yeah. Mhm. Because NVIDIA control panel settings, not all of the settings in here are being used by games. Some are, but most of them aren't. But triple buffering and fast sync is used by games. Yeah, because the so-called useful options are used by games in here. But most of the settings that are like, eh, the game can do that for you too. Yeah, those aren't used. So whether you're lowering everything or making sure it's the best quality, I'm doing it because I play old games too. So yeah, um, this won't make a big of a difference. I would rather go and change those game settings instead. Hmm. Yeah. Mhm. Same thing with the AMD control panels. So yeah, but it has more settings used than unused because it doesn't have as much settings as NVIDIA GPUs does. Sad, but they will get there. Trust me. Mhm. All right. Now that's it. Like truly. I will try to name my video somehow. Hmm. Yeah. It will work. It will work. Alright. Bye guys.